States incarcerates more people than any other nation in the world. Since 1970, the number of incarcerated people has increased to 2.3 million in jail and prison today. Not everyone is treated equally in the criminal justice system. Racial bias keeps more people of color in prisons and on probation than ever before. 1 out of 3 black boys today can expect to go to prison in his lifetime, as 1 of every 6 Latino boys, compared with 1 of every 17 white boys. Black people are also subject to pretrial detention at a higher rate than white arrestees with similar charges in history.
It's a drag session. It's like they'll hold you and hold you and hold you until you break. It's like no end to it. One time, every charge that I had against me would get dismissed. They'll wait till it get dismissed just to add another charge on my case.
As my interviewer, Nakiva Adams, an African-American male who has been incarcerated, says in plain words, the justice system isn't fair. In addition to racial injustice, socioeconomic classes are a huge part to mass incarceration. Unfortunately, in America, someone with more money is going to serve less time than one living in poverty, especially if that person is of color. In a study done by the National Longitudinal Study of Adolescent and Adult Health data shows that 57% of incarcerated men and 72% of incarcerated women had incomes less than $22,500 before their incarceration. Those who are able to afford a lawyer usually get shorter sentences. My interviewer was an African-American male, but he was able to afford a lawyer.
The length of my incarceration was the beginning of 98 through the end of 1998.
Well, I honestly feel like my attorney was working in favor with the DA, and the things that they asked me was mostly trying to incarcerate me than protect me and find a way out for me to be able to get help or support in any kind of way.
Lastly, Nakiva had a court-appointed attorney, but later on, he hired his own personal attorney.
I felt like my court-appointed lawyer was just there. I felt like he didn't do me any justice. Because he wouldn't let him speak in court. You know, he wouldn't let him really ask me any questions.
Both Kenny and Nakiva had the same experience with the court-appointed attorney. All of this revolves around the main question: what is mass incarceration? In my opinion, mass incarceration is predominantly black incarceration, but there's no solid answer to this question.
Okay, as far as the mass incarceration, I just think thinking about it, definitely is an issue. A lot of blacks, as we see in the news, getting arrested and taken to jail, beaten for no reason. You know, a lot of Caucasian cops doing these crimes and keeping their jobs. You know, but if we had the same, as a black American, we did the same crime, we would go to jail as a police officer. So I just think probably some of the people in higher places as black Americans should be more vocal in speaking on it. You know, because it's definitely, like I spoke before, I had a friend, he got caught with 1 gram of crack cocaine and got 30 years. And that's crazy, 30 years for 1 gram of crack.
I believe mass incarceration is not being addressed because it will mess up their money. The people that run, the barkers, the people that supply the toothpaste, the shower shoes, the towels, you know, like they probably spending, how would you say, they probably spending less than $100 to make the money they're making, you know what I mean, because they charging us $5 for a towel. They probably getting $1,000 for $5, you know. It's just